Last year I was angry. I don't know, I was just an angry person, you know. I'm in love, guys. I'm in love. Anything for Indota. Anything for these girls are lying to themselves. I don't need no man. Sorry.
You were a very angry person.
Yeah.
Where was that coming from?
Okay. So I think my anger with men stemmed from it took me months to step out of that relationship. The tragic part is that it got physical. He said cheating is an addiction. Literally, I was told that I should have gone to counseling with him to deal with. I love your face. That for me, that was me, guys.
The angels bow down at the thought of you. The darkness gives way to the light for you. The price that you pay gives us life brand new. Hosanna forever, we worship you. Hosanna forever, we worship you.
The
Also,
way,
you guys look so good together. Like, no, not genuinely though, because I looked at your status update yesterday.
yeah,
I'm like, you
yeah,
guys look so beautiful together. Also, I don't know him, right? But I think, yeah, this is so you can just there's certain like traits about someone that you can pick up just from the way they look, and sort of the
yeah,
energy that exudes through the camera.
yeah.
And he seems like a genuinely kind person. Like he seems like a kind, loving guy.
He is. He is. He's just, yeah. You know when someone's silly, he's silly. He's a silly person. He
He's
just
steady.
says the silliest things.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I love that man. Yeah, I'm a gone girl. Like, I'm a proper gone girl. I'm a gone girl. Like, wow, I'm gone. I'm gone. He's such an amazing person. I never thought. You know what? I'm like, I used to be a hardcore feminist, and I think the people that work with me would definitely tell you that I'm a different person last year than I am this year. Last year, I was angry. I don't know. I was just an angry person, you know.
Mm,
And this year, and I would literally post stuff about not liking, men and stuff like that. And I'm just like,
mm.
listen, that's a different. This is a different person. I'm in love, guys. I'm in love. Anything for Indota. Anything for. Guys, these girls are lying to themselves. These girls are lying to themselves. I don't need no man. Sorry. My man phones me and says, come home. I'm going straight home. I'm going straight home. Anything for that man. Anything for Indota.
That's that's so interesting. Okay, do you mind if we just continue, just like
Yeah.
podcast has started? Do you mind?
Yeah. No, I don't
Because this
mind.
is interesting. Wait, so I think from what you've said, two things sort of stand out for me. Number
Yeah.
one, you say that before you met your current person, you were a very angry person.
Yeah.
Where was that coming from? Number one. And then number two, how did the shift happen? So, like, what's changed since?
Okay. So I think my anger with men stemmed from my previous relationship. My other previous relation, I was cheated on, I was gaslit, I was lied to. This man would literally cheat on me. Let me tell you, ooh, Lunga, hey, Sana, hi. When
Hey,
I
showed
tell
you
the
flames,
story,
man.
like
Hey,
what?
the brother showed you
No,
flames.
like no, this man would cheat on me and he would say no, he's sorry and he's just cheating and he loves me. He would gaslight me throughout the whole relationship. Um And he would just cheat on me. And he was like, I'm sorry, I can't stop cheating. Guys. And I stayed. There was a problem there. There was a problem with me there, because why did I stay? Why did I allow myself to stay in a relationship where I was cheated on? And I didn't understand that, because I have an amazing father. Um, I don't lack, a father figure. I don't lack good examples of men in my life. So I didn't understand why I was staying in that relationship. And I think it was possibly, I do have a genuine fear of abandonment. I have attachment issues. I get attached to a person and I see the red flags and I just stay. And I think it's just self sabotage on my side. It's self sabotage. And I think I realized my worth, and I realized I'm actually a good person. I'm actually a person that is worthy of being loved. And I had to step out of that relationship. And I did step out of it. It took me months to step out of that relationship, but I left, and I'm happy that I left, because now I feel confident. Now I feel beautiful. And the man that I'm with right now, I think what changed is that he's so attentive to my needs. He loves me, and and I've changed. I've also realized that I'm a submissive hun. You would never see me submissive. Who I would look at you like Dino Ranaka, like you know. But I'm a submissive hun. I will stand up and cook for that man. I will, and I think it's when you're treated well as a woman, you become submissive. It's an automatic thing that happens. When you're treated, I'm treated well. He treats me really well. He doesn't shout at me, and I think that's the change. That he doesn't shout at me. He doesn't make me feel any less. Yeah, I'm just in a space where I'm happy, and I'm not shouted at. I don't have to be screamed at ever. And I mean, sure, I'm thinking, where did, who's that girl? I'm looking back at that girl back there who was yelled at, and that that was not me. That was a shadow of a person. But I think the major thing is just being loved right. Yeah, being loved right. I am loved well. Yeah.
Take me back,
Yeah.
because some lessons we only learn in hindsight, right?
Yeah.
As you're going through the mud, you don't really see that you're in the mud, but once you sort of find someone who pulls you out of the mud and you look back, you're like, oh, hey, I was in the mud during that period. I mean, now you've had time to sort of reflect on
Yeah.
that past relationship. Why did you stay? What are some of the lessons that you've been able to learn in terms of why you think you stayed?
Why did I stay? I think at the time it was a lack of confidence in myself. When someone constantly puts you down and says you're not worth anything, I love you, but I think it was a lack of confidence in myself and just being gaslit. Gaslighters, manipulators are like that. Narcissists are like that. They make you feel like you're nothing. And I think I stayed because, and this is what I always tell the people that I coach. What happens is that someone will treat you badly, and then they'll love bomb you. So the process of love bombing is they show you so much love after treating you badly, and then they treat you badly again, and then they show you so much love afterwards. And I think I enjoyed the good parts. I enjoyed the parts where we had fun, where we laughed, where I was love bombed. And now when I look back at it, it was love bombing. So I think I stayed for the nice things. and the nice things would kind of in the moment overshadow the bad things. And looking back, I stayed because of the nice things and just a lack of confidence in myself. I didn't think I was worth enough. I didn't think I was worth enough. But now I realize, and my current partner, he tells me that I'm worth it. I am
Mm.
beautiful. I am loving, and I'm worthy of love. So I think I stayed because of the nice things that would come. And you know, it was a cycle. It's a cycle of emotional abuse that I went through, that I took, and I didn't realize it as emotional abuse at that time. You know, when someone gives you all the nice things, buys you gifts, um, takes you out to dinner, and shows you off to the world. That time, ubari, literally that time, you're an idiot because that guy's friends literally know that he's out there cheating. So I was an idiot. I was an idiot. But yeah, I stayed for the nice things. But
Yo, speaking to you, it's it sounds like you're either at a place where you've healed, or you're nearing your healing. But it just,
you,
okay, honestly, it bothers me that you just called yourself an idiot. And I know it was probably jokingly. It was just flippantly said,
yeah,
I'm an idiot. But genuinely, I think you were a human being
yeah,
who was in love.
mm,
Love sometimes clouds our judgment.
it
You
does.
know, we make certain compromises for people that we love, even at our own detriment at
Yeah,
times. And so I don't
yeah.
think you were an idiot. I just think that you were a human being who was in love.
I I thought I was in love, right? I thought I was in love, but that's not what love looks like. And I wanna touch on what you said about healed and healing. The
Mm.
journey towards healing. It's honestly a work in progress because I can honestly stand here and say I'm not a perfect human being. I'm taking things from my previous relationship and I'm bringing them into my current relationship. And that's not good, right? That's never a good thing because you bring in what I have that I know that I'm bringing into the my current relationship is a lot of trust issues. Trust issues.
Mm.
I will question everything, I will overthink everything, and then I will go off and I'll snap and I realize that's not right. That's not that's not how I should be healing. I'm not healed. I am healing. But trust issues is definitely something that I have. I will overthink the tiniest thing. I will overthink the sentence that you said, the tone of your voice when you said something. Um, it has created a person, that kind of person, and I'm trying to slowly heal that, to heal, the trust issues that I have. And I realize that I do bring it in my current relationship, and that's not healthy. I mean, sitting here with you talking about it, like, it's it's different from when I talk about it to myself and I think about it, but when I talk about it with someone else, I just realize that that's something that I have to change. Um, yeah, I need to heal. I'm not healed yet. I don't think a lot of people are healed yet. They are healing. It's a progress, a work in progress. Yeah.
Mm. Take me back. What started your process of pulling away from the relationship?
Yeah, I think for me that's the tragic part. The tragic part is that it got physical. It got physical. And I was okay. I think I was okay with words being said to me and the gaslighting and whatnot, but I was not okay with the physical abuse. For me, that when that happened, I was like, wow. It's once a person starts physically abusing you, they're never going to stop. They're going to be sorry, they will do it again. And I think I put my foot down on the physical abuse of it. That was my turning point. That's when I packed up whatever it is that I had at this person's apartment. And I just decided that day that I would call my friend. My friend actually came to pick me up. And I was like, we're not, this is the beginning of what is going to be the rest of my life, and I'm going to be a battered person. No, we're not doing that. It's I think it was just the physical abuse. That's when I was like, no more, no more, we're not doing it. Yeah.
Mm. Yo,
I know. I know.
yo, genuinely had no idea.
Mm, yeah, yeah.
I mean, what do you say, friend? I mean, I'm proud of you for getting to that point where you had enough
Mm.
strength to leave, and the fact that you left so quickly. Was it after the first incident, or was it after a couple of incidents?
Oh, it was after. So it was the second time that when we were in an argument and then he snapped. And I was like, he just struck me across the face. And I'm like, okay, what was that? He was like, I'm sorry. I didn't realize. I was just angry. I'm drunk, whatnot. Okay, then I just left it. And I was like, don't ever do it again. Don't ever do that again. And then the second time happened, I think it was 2 months later. We got into another argument, and it was about him coming home late. So I was at his apartment, and it was just him coming home late, drunk at 3 in the morning, causing a ruckus. And I was just like, please don't do that. Like, you're drunk. Get away from me. I don't want to talk to you right now. I think you need to go sleep on the couch or something. I'm not comfortable with the way that you're acting right now. And then he just shoved me. Um, he just shoved me. Like, I remember hitting the wall. And at that 3 a.m., I phoned my friend. I'm like, friend, you need to come pick me up. I'm done. I'm done. This man is going to kill me in this house. I'm not
Mm.
going to become a statistic. I am not going to become a statistic. And that day, actually, he had just come home from the club, but then I found out a few weeks later after I left him that he was with another woman as well. And I was like, "Phew, this is getting a bit wild." So I'm glad I left. I'm glad I left. So it was the second incident. I was like, no more. It's done. We're done.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm. What happens next? So your friend comes, she picks
Mhm.
you up.
Yeah.
What happens next?
So then we just go to her place. I sleep there. And then what happened next was a series of what I would call, it was harassment. And I'm gonna be very honest, it still happens till this day. It was harassment. It was, I'm sorry, you left, I'm sorry, please come back, please, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. Actually, and then there was the most outrageous thing that I've ever heard in my life. I was told by this gent's sister, um, she said I left him when he was actually facing a problem. He said cheating is an addiction. Literally, I was told that I should have gone to counseling with him to deal with. I love your face. That for me, that was me, guys. I was like, this is not real. I was literally like, this can't be real. I was shocked. I was told, no, he has a problem. You need to stick by your man. No, you need to stick by your man. You need to. He has a problem. Cheating is a problem. Let's go to counseling. You seek help together. I'm like, how am I supposed to seek help for someone's problem? That's his problem. If he can't stop cheating, how's that my problem? How's that my problem? How am I supposed to? I'm not going to fix person, a grown person who makes their own decisions. We're not doing that. So, and it still happens till this day. And I remember I went to bring my boyfriend lunch at work, and this gent phones me. He phones me every single month with a different number. And he phoned me, he's like, I still think about you. I'm like, hey Banna. Hey Banna. Like, am I hearing this properly? Every month there's something with this guy phoning me, and I'm like, you can't call me. I'm in a relationship right now. It's been 2 years. Get over it. At this point, you need to get over it. We're done. You still have we had good times. We really had good times, and we had bad times. We just need to, we're not friends anymore. The things that you did to me, I can't be friends with you anymore. So I don't know, but some people's families actually don't have boundaries, because why is your sister phoning me? Why is your sister in my DMs? Why is your sister telling me I have to go seek counseling with you? So that's what happened next. It's still an ongoing thing that I'm really, I block every single number, but what can we do? Um, but yeah, that's what happened next. I left, and I still get called. The family, I get called by him, and I realized that I'm dealing with someone who has a problem. Clearly, this person has a problem, needs to seek help, and I can't offer him that help. I can't. It's not my place to.
Friend, at this point, like okay, like I've stopped. The podcast doesn't matter. Like I'm genuinely concerned about you.
No.
Question number one:
Yeah.
are you comfortable with us even continuing with this conversation? Let's start there, because
Definitely.
this does
Yeah.
you're sure?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I think it's a learning opportunity for people who've been in emotionally and physically abusive relationships, that there is better afterwards. You can have your process of healing. And I'm in a good space. I'm in a genuinely good space with the person that I'm with right now. And the support that I have, therapy, you know. Um, I'm in a good space. And there is life after physical and emotional abuse. There is life after it, you know. Yeah, I'm happy to continue. I'm happy.
Okay, perfect. You mentioned therapy. Is that something that you're going through at the moment? Something that
Mm-hmm,
you've gone through? Okay.
mm-hmm. So
Got
therapy, and I have a very, I think people should see therapists. I think therapy is
I
very
agree.
helpful. I think therapy is very helpful. It's something that I do. It's an ongoing process. Sometimes I go to therapy, and oh, I don't have problems. I literally just go there and I talk to my therapist about how happy I am. About how I'm looking forward to the next chapter of my life. I'm looking forward
Mm.
to one day having a family. And that was, for me, that was never, yo, Lunga. I used to be the kind of person that was like, I don't need no man. I don't need no man. I don't want no kids. It's gonna slow me down and stuff like that. But I'm looking forward to the future. I'm looking forward to having a husband. My husband.
My husband, my
Husband.
husband.
Husband. Guys, that stage in life, I can't wait to get to that stage in life. Okay, when I say my husband, do you know how nice it is to say someone's your husband?
Nah, nah.
Do you know how my wife,
Eh.
my husband, my kids, maybe kids later. Those, yeah, maybe kids later. But yeah, no, sometimes I just go and I talk to her about I'm looking forward to having a husband. I'm looking forward to some kids. I like, therapy doesn't have to be sad. It's a I go to therapy and I'm just like, yeah, nah. And I talk to my therapist. I'm like, I'm enjoying life. I'm enjoying this part of my life. And then maybe in the next session I'll have something more depressing to talk about. The next session I'll be happy. But I'm making good progress. People should really go to therapy. I 100% recommend therapy. 100% recommend therapy. It's important. It is important. Mm. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'm so happy you're going through therapy, and not just that, but that you're such a an advocate for therapy because of of how
Mm.
it's impacted your life. That's amazing.
Huge.
So it's massive. It's massive. Okay, let's forget about Mr. Wrong. Let's forget about that psychopath. Okay, and
Please.
tell me about Mr. Right. How do you guys meet? How does that relationship begin?
Yo. Okay. It's a very interesting one, Mr. Right. Met him at Rhodes. Um, he was actually first my best friend's flatmate. So
Mhm.
he was actually talking about the story just the other day about how he actually found me in his apartment. He was like, "You look like you were standing in my apartment looking at me like you seeing me naked." I'm like, "Hey, hey, 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 hey,
Eh.
I was like, "What?" He was like, "You were by the door." I'm like, I don't remember looking like I was, seeing you naked. Please stop it. Please." So then my best friend moved out and I moved in her place. So I was always looking for another apartment. So I moved in and we weren't friends. We used to fight. You know when flatmates fight? Because these people didn't wash dishes. I used to live with boys. It was just him and this other guy. And yeah, and then what happened? And then what happened? Yeah, we were just flatmates. Nothing good, nothing bad. Um, and then I think it was when was it when I met this guy again? We just started hanging out in 2022. I had just started my first job and my first corporate job. And I just remembered that I think I remember this guy. I think I know him. I think I remember that he lives around Santon. Let me hit him up. Actually, now that I think about it, I made the first move. Damn it. Damn. Damn. So I made the first move. I just said, let's go out for lunch, no, dinner. So we went out for dinner and then after work, and then we ended up at his sister's place for post drinks or whatever it is, and we slept over there. We actually slept over there because we got entirely too drunk. Lunga, please.
Okay, okay. No, I'm processing with you. Like I'm listening and I'm just I'm processing outwardly.
Yeah. And then we didn't hang out much after that. We hung out as friends. And then I think it was last year when things started getting a little bit serious. When I remember asking him one time. I'm like, my guy, what are we? What are we doing here? What are we? What's this
Mm.
thing? And he was like, we were just, taking things slow. Oh, Ahlanya, oh, this one's crazy. This one's crazy. I was like, oh, Ahlanya, who are you taking things slow with? Hypo.
I'm not the one, two, or three.
No, who are you taking things slow with? Then I made the major move of inviting him and my friend's boyfriend over to my house for a braai. And then we all stayed the night here. We all slept over here at my home. And that's when Yazi Lunga, let me actually tell you something. Why I need answers from you guys. Why is it that men don't ask us out? I woke up one day and my name was Babe. I woke up one day and my name was Babe.
Eh, eh.
I'm like, you completely skipped the asking me out parts, but here we are. But here we are.
Eh.
My name is Babe. um,
No, okay. Oh, it's you don't want me to answer that.
I know. I'm waiting for you to answer that.
Oh, okay. Hey, that's an interesting one. I think at the point where he calls you babe means that the relationship has progressed so organically
Yeah,
that the asking you out has happened through the progression of we've been hanging out together, we've been getting to know each other, and in this process I've been letting you know how I feel about you.
yeah.
I kind of have a sense of how you feel about me. Hi Mafundini, why are you wasting time? Babe, honey,
Hi,
sweetheart, my love.
you guys, I was taken aback because you completely missed that part where you started asking me out. Now I'm Babe, but I was like, okay, I'll take it. And then actually, a very interesting thing where we are right now in our relationship is, so in Easter I took him to Lesotho to go meet my family. We had a right,
Oh,
we had a
that's
freaking family
exciting.
reunion and stuff, and yeah, we had a family reunion and stuff, and he was just there, and people loved him because I mean, how could you not love him? My man is gorgeous. For sorry, language.
No, no,
But
that's okay. That's okay. Throw it all out there.
he's what a gorgeous man. Yeah, you guys. Sometimes I wake up before him, and I'm looking at him, and I'm like, "Hey, this is mine. That's mine, guys.
Warriors.
That's
Warrior.
mine. Oh my, oh my! I got this to myself. What?" I'm like, "Yo, this is
You are
mine."
crazy.
Now, seriously, I literally wake up before him. He's sleeping, and I'm like, guys, is this real? Am I in a movie? Am I in a movie? This is a gorgeous,
Is
gorgeous
it a
man.
series?
Is it a
Is it
city?
real? Is it
Ah,
real?
Joe. I'm like, I know this is a gorgeous, gorgeous man. Sorry. And he's mine's. He's mine's. Mine's. All of it is mine's. And then he's tall, so I'm short. So hopefully we're not gonna have short kids. I'm trying to fix the gene pool, Lunga. I'm trying to fix the gene pool because I no. We need to fix the gene pool. The gene pool needs some fixing.
It needs fixing. Yo, I think your parents are pretty awesome. So, are they like liberal? You could just bring your boyfriend over to your place. That is awesome.
You know, and this is another thing I'm so grateful for the parents that I have. They are liberal. They're still my parents. They still have boundaries. There's still things that we can't, and I realize it's, and I sit back and I realize it every single day, and I'm like, I'm so lucky because in African culture, you don't see a lot of parents being accepting of these things. And I think I'm one of the lucky few that get parents like that, that have present parents who are understanding, and they've grown to really allow me to do what I need to do. And I think the reason for this, and I'm not saying it's everybody's story, is I have my master's degree. I don't have children lingering around, before wedlock. So lingering around before wedlock.
I'm sorry. It's the choice of words. Linger.
They linger, these things. They linger. They linger. But yeah, I don't have Oh yeah, Tiga Lunga. You're annoying. I'm trying to be serious.
Oh man.
But I think stop it.
Oh man. I'm sorry. I need a moment.
Okay, I'll give you a moment and I'll continue my story because someone can't stop laughing. But
Okay, sorry. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry.
yeah, but
Sorry.
but 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 as far as respect, I think I've respected them enough. I don't have children out of wedlock. I have my masters, I have a career. Yeah, I can hoy, I can drink, but I'm not messy. You know what I
Mm,
mean? They've never
mm.
had an incident where hi Lebogang where groove, she grooves. I don't groove. I don't do any of those things. So I think I've respected them enough for them to give me those freedoms in life. And I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. So I think that's the philosophy I'm gonna go with. When I have kids one day, they're gonna have a super chill mom. I'm gonna still be a mom, a parent, but I'm also gonna be their friend. I also want to be their best friend. And my mom is my best friend. I don't know if you've seen how my mom and I laugh. You've seen that status that I
No.
posted. There's a
No,
status
no,
that I
no, no,
posted.
I haven't.
Yo, my mom and I can laugh. We are literally the best of friends. We laugh about everything. Inappropriate jokes. She's my best friend. She's really my best friend. So
That's amazing. It sounds like you have awesome parents.
I do. I do. I have amazing parents. I really have the most supportive parents. And I think now that I realize that I am spoiled, I'm actually quite spoiled. I'm a daddy's girl. And that's what I always say to my boyfriend. I'm like, I'm a daddy's girl, right? You're going to have to step up. Step it up. Like, and me, if he can't do something, I have absolutely no problem calling my father and being like, Dad, can you please do this for me? He needs to step up, and he does step up, but he has a lot of work cut out for him. Dating a daddy's girl literally is dangerous business. It's
It's
dangerous
hard.
business.
I
It's
I
dangerous.
know because I'm dating a daddy's girl. So yeah.
How's that experience for you? How's that experience for you?
I mean, it's got its perks. I don't know if it's the same for all daddy's girl. My daddy's girl is ultra independent. So she's a girl that
Yeah,
can do things for herself. But
yeah,
she's also very clear on areas where she needs me to sort of step in, and she's very clear on things that she needs, and
yeah.
she's very uncompromising with those. Like, um, just a few minutes actually before we got onto this call, she had cooked an amazing meal. Oh my
A, a,
goodness, an
gir- a girly
amazing
that
meal.
can cook, ne? The best. The best.
Whew. So, anyways, she cooked an amazing meal, but we've got two pots that sort of that burn easily. They don't have a very thick base.
Yeah.
So as soon as so one of the things she cooked was a curry, and the curry burnt in the first pot, so she had to transfer it to the second pot. It
Yeah.
burned
Yeah.
there as well, and so she came to me. She's like, "Lunga, pots. I need you to get me pots."
And I love it for her. You must go get those pots. Get the pots,
No, I'm
sir.
getting the pods. I'm getting the pods. I will do the things that need to be done so that the pots
Yeah.
will pot.
So that the pots will pots and she can make her curry. She can make
So
her
she can
beautiful
make her
curry.
kind.
But yeah, I mean, now that you say it, I realize that being a daddy's girl, and being a daddy's girl in this relationship that I'm in, I have expectations. Like I'm not about to stand up and fetch myself some water. No ways. Uh-uh. Get myself a wine refill from the fridge.
Yeah,
Uh-uh.
man.
No, no, no. That's my man's job. That's my man's job. I will get ready for bed, and he'll fetch me my water. I know you have to sleep with a cup of water or whatnot. I sleep with a cup of water next to me. Turn off the lights. Make sure that the door is locked. Everything, curtains closed. And I'm just a princess. I'm just a princess. I'm a princess. I know I'm a queen, honey. I'm a queen. I'll just be in my bed waiting for him to do all those things that men do before they also jump into bed. And that's another thing that I really, really appreciate about him. He will do the things without complaining. He will absolutely,
Mm,
yeah,
mm,
yeah,
mm. Okay, Lebo, my friend. We we are running out of time slightly, but just before we bring things to a close, I do want to say thank you, thank you, thank you so much. This has been such a an insightful conversation. It's been a very vulnerable conversation. Honestly, I did not expect I did not expect us to be here.
yeah.
And
I
so
don't know how we
I'm
got here.
we both have no idea, but that's also just the beauty of the kind of this podcast.
Yeah,
This is how I want it to just
mm,
be an organic conversation that sort of takes its own direction. And I
yeah,
appreciate how you have allowed yourself to be vulnerable and shared your story with us, especially given that it's still ongoing. You know,
yeah,
you did state that you are still in your healing process, and normally people speak about these kind of stories when they are at their end's tail of the healing
yeah.
process, but you have allowed yourself to be vulnerable while you're going through the healing process, and I think that's very rare. um and we're privileged to have so the kind of insight you've given us into your story, so I really really appreciate that.
You know, I appreciate you giving me the platform to, uh, and just to come out and just talk about it and say that there is life after. There is, you're gonna, whatever happens, just listen to my mother laughing in the background. Son, alarm, this woman can laugh. They, there is, there is healing. There is healing, and there is good things after a terrible relationship, after an abusive relationship. There is life after it. You just need to go to therapy, honey. Just go to
Mm,
therapy, talk to your friends, and the man of your dreams or the woman of your dreams is literally there. Literally there. And you just need to find, the courage again,
mm,
to be vulnerable again with someone else, because essentially what we are doing is being allowing ourselves to be vulnerable again with someone else. That's what you do when you're in a relationship. When you give yourself to someone, you're allowing them to hurt you, but you're trusting them not to pull the trigger. You're literally giving someone the gun to, you know kill you, but you're just being vulnerable enough, and you're trusting them enough to not pull the trigger. That's what you
mm,
do in a relationship. You're being vulnerable. You're letting this person hurt you, but you're trusting that they won't do it. And I'm in that stage of my life where I'm trusting that this man is not going to hurt me.
mm.
I, I'm never gonna not love again because of one bad experience with a person. No, No, never.
Mm.
Never, never. I'm gonna love again. I'm gonna be loved again. There's enough love that I have that I want to give away, you know. Just want to give. I just want to
Mm.
love people. I just want to be loved. That's all.
I want to love and be loved.
I want to love and be loved.
I
Yeah.
I actually feel like you've answered the final question that I had, which would have been, do you have any closing words? But those were so powerful that they sounded like closing words. Do you have any
Yeah.
closing words?
I just want to love and be loved, Lunga. I just want to love and be loved. Those are my closing words. Those are my closing words. And thank you so much. Thank you for having me.